Hello boys and girls. Today we're going to draw a bucket and spade. Now they're not the same bucket and spade that we have today with all the bright colours and the shapes. It was a tin bucket and a metal spade. But we're going to add a little bit of detail into the sand as well. So we're going to start with our bucket. We need to draw a circle, but a little bit of a squished circle like that. And then down the sides. Now we don't have to do the bottom of the bucket because that's going to be buried in the sand. So now we need a spade, which is quite square. But again, we don't need to do the bottom. Now the handles of these spades were made with a metal part holding the bottom on. And then the handle with a piece at the top. Now they look quite like our buckets and spades, but we're going to add some details. So we're going to make a little shape there. I'm going to shade that in a little minute. So we need a handle on our bucket too. Now the handle would have stuck out a little bit and then gone all the way around like that. And it's a thick handle, so we need 2 lines. There we go. So we're going to shade inside the bucket. Make that dark. There we go. Now we're going to shade the handle. Now we're going to use this line and make it dark, but only halfway down. And then we're going to catch this line and make it dark. There we go. So now we need to shade the bucket itself. Now I said we didn't need to do the bottom because we're just going to put a wiggly line on there, very gently. And do the spade as well. And keep that line going. And we'll see what that's for in a moment. So this side of the bucket is going to be darker because the sun's coming from this side. Do it very gently. You don't need that to be a straight line down the middle, it can be feathered. Okay, and now we're going to shade this side, but really gently. And we're going to do the same again on the spade. Yeah, and a little bit lighter on the other side. There we are, and I'm going to rub that line out too, we don't need that there. Now the handles were made of wood, so we're going to put a little bit of wood detail on this handle. That'll do. So now we can add some colour. Now the handle, because it was wood, would have been brown. You can use crayons or felt tips or pencils. It's entirely up to you. There we go. Now the sand. So we're going to colour the sand. There we go. Now to put a little detail in the sand, we're going to make some darker patches. So all this needs to be darker, just a little, around the bucket and behind the bucket. Because that's where the shadow is. And the same with this spade. And the shadows are always on the same side. And now we're going to just put some little darker patches on the sand to make the sand look a bit uneven. And now for the sea, we're going to make the sea a dark blue. And the sky, a lighter blue. And there we go. And we've got a lovely bucket and spade with some nice shading. I hope you enjoy drawing that. I'll see you again next week.